Have you ever watched IPL?
Yes. A few. Yeah.
Do you follow Wimbledon?
No.
Do you follow your football league?
Not with any sports or no.
Okay. Do you watch movies?
Yeah.
Who do you like?
Not really any specific interest. Yeah. I
So do you watch Kannada or Telugu?
everything nowadays. Everything comes with subtitles. So.
But whom do you say there should be some point of common interest for which we have some.
Say let's say
Affinity.
Amitabh Bachchan.
Did you ever meet Amitabh Bachchan?
No.
Did he ever benefit you at some point?
No.
Was he your benefactor?
No.
How did you develop your liking to that?
Maybe watching some movies. I like his acting or the characters he
How
plays.
do we like movies? Why do we like movies? You have been seeing many politicians, many of you, I don't know whether you are Indian citizens or not, but still I am sure that most of you had taken some interest in the politics of India. And you all had developed some liking for some politician, whether this way or not. I am not going into the reasons why you do it, but I only observe one point. There is a factor of favoritism, which is totally irrational. There is no rational for you to follow this one or not unfollow the other one. The point from you, the viewpoint from which you are actually looking at someone, that makes you dear, near, or farther. If I say, where is Mr. Prasanna, I will say he is close to me. And our good friend Shyam will say, no, he is closer to me. And he says, I have a vantage point. And he says, no, I have been knowing him since decades. Everyone claims some sort of affinity and they want to enhance it. Otherwise, what is the reason for us to support Brazil or France or Germany in some soccer match which we never go there, venture out, and still we have our favorites there, and they say Ronaldo, this fellow, that fellow, he is going to be my idol, etc. And what is the reason all the kids are mimicking someone else? So everyone wants to mimic someone. That is the reason you have the soap operas, the serials which are actually influencing many of our householders. So what is the connection with this to the Upanishad? What is the connection with the Upanishad? Again, I will come back to these mundane, sordid issues only. How is today's IPL match different from yesterday's? How is today's narrative for your Fast and Furious or the movie series? Or your Tom Cruise or someone's Ethan Hunt or someone who is some hero or some. So how is it totally different? There is someone bad, someone good, trying to do something good for the society. That's the only one line answer to all these things. And the same ball is thrown and the same bat is swung, and the ball is going somewhere and someone is getting cheers and someone is getting money and we are getting our bills. This is the only thing which is happening since decades and even births also. And we have been actually hostage to this cycle, and you are not able to break it. None of us are external to this. We are all part of the same system. But still we all have our favorites. So this favoritism is part of our life. I think most of you are active on Facebook or Instagram, something, right? Okay. You all have had some display picture, DP, right? Out of your 100 photos, why do you like one photo which you want to put there? About the same body, same soul, which has transformed. And even after you have observed, there are few black spots, weak spots, losing hair, etc. But still we like some picture for some reason. Why? It is the samskara. Due to this samskara, we start enhancing our like for a particular form and name. Name and form. Nama Rupa. If you start liking a particular name and form, all your interests, they will converge at that point. Then you will start giving names and all your accolades and all the wonderful epithets and many of the praises for that name and form. You have wonderful writers who write hundreds of pages or many comments and memes, just extracting something which they like. And quite contrary to that, if you don't like someone, you will just keep pouring. The outpour would be to the chagrin of the other camp. That's how we diverge or converge. This is how we have several pantheons in our theology and our philosophy also. Upanishad is supposed to be a neutral one. Upanishad is supposed to be a neutral one. As I said, it's a functionality that we are discussing. No offenses meant for anyone. It's a functionality. Just talk about the functionality of it. Whether it is malfunctioning or good function, that's just you have to early analyze this thing. The name you can put anytime, this thing. You have a picture tube here or LED screen, something, you just put some name. But the basic function, whatsoever happens, it's not very much different than the other one. But once you start to have some inkling and some fondness for a particular name and form, you start worshipping that more and more and more and more. That is how we have got several sets of Upanishads. One of the Upanishads, they extol Shiva as to be the paramount. Shiva Paramyam. Shiva is the paramount in all theology. So therefore they are called as Shaiva Upanishads. Similarly, we have got Vaishnava Upanishads which call Vishnu as this thing. And Shakta Upanishads. And we have many others. So your basic question is, there are Upanishadic sentences which are talking about Shiva. Are they different than Rudradhyaya? Of course, the structure of the language and the structure of the construct of the sentence might differ, but the content is almost same.
Okay.
Once you know the basic driving, it does not matter whether you are driving a Tesla or some Land Rover. The driving and the system is similar. The construct and body, make, model, etc., they might differ. And there will be a couple of goodies saying have some special features on that. That's all fine, but the basic structure remains the same. And if you take out the name and form, you take a new Upanishad, it will be the same. Only the name and form are differing. That is how we have the common sets of adjectives across all the Ashtottara Shatanamas and Sahasranamas. You just remove the label. In our newspapers and portals, news portals, we have one disclaimer. Except for the name, no content is changed by this website. That's what they claim. Just put the same thing. Except for the names, nothing changes. Everything remains the same. Only whichever you want, you just put that.
Ishtadevata.
Oh, yes, Ishtadevata, you just put it. And from the Advaita point of view, there is no harm. Whatever you put. Anantanamna Parashobhitaya. As I said, if I disown something, I am not all pervading. Whether you like it or not, whether you call it to me Jehovah or Allah or someone else, we are not least perturbed. Being a grammarian, if you give any name, I will put up a Ekakshara Nighantu is there. We can give a churn out the names for anything that you give thing. Most improbable things also you put, we will give the names for that. With this help of Ekakshara Digantu and with poetic justice, we can interpret everything. You can't marry, that also will deal with this thing. Everything we can interpret. So we are not inimical to anything. If I am not all inclusive, then I can't claim to be impartial. So everything should be equal to me. But at the same time, I don't denigrate and belittle my own tradition. I want to upkeep it while respecting others.
Very good.
So, second question, Anna. 4.5 we have Rudradhyaya, 4.7 we have Chamaka, 4.6 what is it about? And
that is in the actually these are the chapters in the grand scheme of Mahagni China. Rudradhyaya is Shatarudrigen Johati Bhagadhaja, Naivayanako Samardhayati, Bhagadhaja, Naivayanako Samardhayati. The preamble to this Rudradhyaya Vidhi is really interesting. Rudrova Eshagadagnihi Sa Etarhi Jataha Jarihi Sarvaschitaha Sagatha Vatso Jataha Stanam Prepsati Evam Va Eshaha Etarhi Bhagadhejam Prepsati. The mothers here, they would certainly know that after the child is born, delivered, what would be the first reaction of the baby? It would seek some source of food. Yarihi sarvastitah saha yatha vatsaha jataha stanam prepsati. What is the primary source of food? Breast milk. So the child, the baby, there is no training class for that. It automatically searches for that and he gets from that. Similarly, after the Agni Pratishtha is done in the Trichitika or the Panchachitika, it's actually an altar which is made with specialized bricks. At the highest point, in the northern section, the goat milk is poured. That is where the Rudra mantras are actually prescribed. It should be immediate after the Agni Pratishtha, that's what they say. Similar, it is as similar as a baby seeking the source of food. Immediately after doing the Agni Pratisthapana, you have to take care of the Agni by pouring this Ajapayasa Johoti. And after the Rudradhyaya, they have the Vikarsha mantras, they call it Ashmanorjam Parvate Shrigana. Vikarsha mantras. Then we have Vaishvakarmani mantras and Ashishashana is a it is called Apratiratha Sukta. And then we have the Ashwamedha Yajna mantras from Jimotaskeva, Yadakrandaha Jimotaskeva. These are the Ashwamedha mantras for the 4 red. Then comes the in Saraswata Patha we have the amalgamation of several episodes put together. So 4.6 is Vikarsha mantras followed by Vaishvakarmani mantras.
We have a question. See, this Rudra, is it linked to Advaita philosophy or it is people make it so, or I'm a little bit confused.
The underlying cause and phenomenon is definitely Advaita. Otherwise, unconnected, unsimilar, variant forces cannot be the same.
Can you elaborate?
Yeah, I tell you. Can you say the criminal in your most secure jail is equivalent to the Prime Minister of this country? Can you say that? And a potter is equivalent to a Air Force captain? No. So there is some common strand between them. What is that? we will come to the basics of our life. They are dependent on three factors: the principle of existence, the principle of ability and thought, and the principle of being blissful. So these are the most common to all the creatures. If all the three factors are pervading in these so-called different myriad variant identities, so that is the same which we call as Advaita. And to call it Dvaita is also not wrong, because as long as we have a state called transaction, as long as we have a state of transaction, we have to accept the Dvaita irrevocably. Advaita holds forte as long as you do not open your eyes and mouth. Once you open your eyes, then there is no Advaita. There is no Advaita. It's already Dvaita. If you open your mouth, you are expressing something means that is different than you. The sound is different than you. It has emanated out of it. That means you are different. So that's why Dvaita Avastha is for all the Vyavahara Dasha. All your transactional states you get Dvaita. And Advaita is only the logical conclusion. Advaita can only be expressed without being spoken. That is why it is called as Aparoksha Anubhuti. And that is the reason we have the concept of Dakshinamurti. Gurostu Maunam Vyakhyanam Shishyastu Chilva Samshagaha. Guru does not speak. If he speaks, then it will be the Advaita is actually contradicted.
Ask the lady what to recite. I'm sorry.
Ask. You ask.
No, see, we don't force any question.
No, I think she wanted Anna, for you to recite some mantra.
One Anuvaka.
One Anuvaka.
Yes, I read it
In the
beginning
beginning.
itself.
I told her she wants
I
to
read it in
listen
the
to
beginning
that.
itself.
Anna, if you would please recite something in Ghanapata.
Rudragana. Gana. Rudragana.
अस्मिन् महति महत्यस्मिन् अस्मिन् महत्यर्नवे एर्नवे महत्यस्मिन् अस्मिन् महत्यर्नवे महत्यर्नवे एर्नवे महति महत्यर्नवे एन्तरिक्षेऽन्तरिक्षेर्नवे महति महत्यर्नवे एन्तरिक्षे अर्नवे एन्तरिक्षेऽन्तरिक्षेर्नवे एर्नवे एन्तरिक्षे भवा भवा अन्तरिक्षेर्नवे एर्नवे एन्तरिक्षे भवाः अंतरिक्षे भवा भवा अंतरिक्षे भवा अध्यधि भवा अंतरिक्षे भवा अधि भवा अध्यधि भवा भवा अधि अधीत्यधि नीलग्रीवा श्रुतिकंठा श्रुतिकंठा नीलग्रीवा नीलग्रीवा श्रुतिकंठा शर्वा शर्वा श्रुतिकंठा नीलग्रीवा नीलग्रीवा श्रुतिकंठा शर्वा नीलग्रीवा इति नीलग्रीवः श्रुतिकंठा शर्वा शर्वा श्रुतिकंठा श्रुतिकंठा शर्वा अधोऽधः शर्वा श्रुतिकंठा श्रुतिकंठा शर्वा अधः श्रुतिकंठा इति श्रुतिकंठाः शर्वा अधोऽधः शर्वा शर्वा अधः क्षमाचराः क्षमाचरा अधः शर्वा शर्वा अधः क्षमाचराः अधः क्षमाचराः क्षमाचरा अधोऽधः क्षमाचराः क्षमाचरा इति क्षमाचराः नीलग्रीवा श्रुतिकंठा श्रुतिकंठा नीलग्रीवा नीलग्रीवा श्रुतिकंठादिवंदिवगम श्रुतिकंठा नीलग्रीवा नीलग्रीवा श्रुतिकंठादिवं नीलग्रीवा इति नीलग्रीवः श्रुतिकंठादिवंदिवगम श्रुतिकंठा श्रुतिकंठादिवगम रुद्रा रुद्रा दिवगम श्रुतिकंठा श्रुतिकंठादिवगम रुद्राः श्रुतिकंठा इति श्रुतिकंठाः दिवगम रुद्रा रुद्रादिवंदिवगम रुद्रा उपश्रिता उपश्रिता रुद्रादिवंदिवगम रुद्रा उपश्रिताः रुद्रा उपश्रिता उपश्रिता रुद्रा रुद्रा उपश्रिताः उपश्रिता इत्युपश्रितः ये वृक्षेषु वृक्षेषु ये वृक्षेषु सस्पिञ्जराः सस्पिञ्जरा वृक्षेषु ये जे वृक्षेषु सस्पिञ्जराः वृक्षेषु सस्पिञ्जराः सस्पिञ्जरा वृक्षेषु वृक्षेषु सस्पिञ्जरा नीलग्रीवा नीलग्रीवाः सस्पिञ्जरा वृक्षेषु वृक्षेषु सस्पिञ्जरा नीलग्रीवाः सस्पिञ्जरा नीलग्रीवा नीलग्रीवाः सस्पिञ्जरा सस्पिञ्जरा नीलग्रीवा विलोहिता विलोहिता नीलग्रीवा सस्पिञ्जरा सस्पिञ्जरा नीलग्रीवा विलोहिताः नीलग्रीवा विलोहिता विलोहिता नीलग्रीवा नीलग्रीवा विलोहिताः नीलग्रीवा इति नीलग्रीवः विलोहिता इति विलोहितः ये भूतानां भूतानां ये भूतानामधिपतयोधिपतयो भूतानां ये भूतानामधिपतयः भूतानामधिपतयोधिपतयो भूतानां भूतानामधिपतयो विशिखासो विशिखासोऽधिपतयो भूतानां भूतानामधिपतयो विशिखासः अधिपतयो विशिखासो विशिखासोऽधिपतयोधिपतयो विशिखासः कपर्दिनः कपर्दिनो विशिखासोऽधिपतयोधिपतयो विशिखासः कपर्दिनः अधिपतय इत्यधिपतयः विशिखासः कपर्दिनः कपर्दिनो विशिखासो विशिखासः कपर्दिनः विशिखास इति विशिखासः कपर्दिन इति कपर्दिनः ये अन्नेष्वन्नेषु ये अन्नेषु विविध्यन्ति विविध्यन्त्यन्नेषु ये अन्नेषु विविध्यन्ति अन्नेषु विविध्यन्ति विविध्यन्त्यन्नेष्वन्नेषु विविध्यन्ति पात्रेषु पात्रेषु विविध्यन्त्यन्नेष्वन्नेषु विविध्यन्ति पात्रेषु विविध्यन्ति पात्रेषु पात्रेषु विविध्यन्ति विविध्यन्ति पात्रेषु पिबतः पिबतः पात्रेषु विविध्यन्ति विविध्यन्ति पात्रेषु पिबतः विविध्यन्तीति विविध्यन्ति पात्रेषु पिबतः पिबतः पात्रेषु पात्रेषु पिबतो जनान् जनान् पिबतः पात्रेषु पात्रेषु पिबतो जनान् जनान् पिबतः पिबतो जनानिति जनान् ये पथां पथां ये पथां पथे रक्षजः पथां ये पथां पथे रक्षजः पथां पथे रक्षजः पथां पथां पथे रक्षज ऐलवृदाः पथे रक्षजः पथां पथे रक्षज ऐलवृदाः पथे रक्षज ऐलवृदाः पथे रक्षज ऐलवृदा जव्युधो जव्युध ऐलवृदाः पथे रक्षज ऐलवृदा जव्युधः पथे रक्षज इति पथे रक्षजः ऐलवृदा जव्युधो जव्युध ऐलवृदा जव्युधः यव्युध इति यव्युधः हर नमः पार्वती पतये।